YouTube, the new 50% gem sale is here, and if you're a returning player, or if you're a new player, or even if you're an old player, this may be the video for you, because in this video I will go through the decks that I think are worth getting in the 50% gem sale. And I will then show you a couple of very budget lists that you can, with a couple thousand gems potentially straight up, build the decks. Okay, so in this part of the video I'll try to go through the box as quick as possible to, just note out what decks are nice and also what staples are nice in each box. Of course, the thing is that most decks here aren't top tier, that I will note out, so you're gonna have to enjoy them for it to be worth it, because you have to see which decks you like, which playstyles you like. That's the most important thing, which people don't really consider when building decks. People think, oh, what is the best deck, but a lot of times decks are pretty similar in power. And what is the difference between the decks is the playstyle and how much are you going to enjoy them. So, and if you're just playing not competitively, if you're just wanting to hit King of Games, have some fun, the most important factor is how much are you gonna enjoy the playstyle. Even in competitive play, I would say enjoying the playstyle is very important. So yeah, that said, keep that in mind. So when I say this is the best deck that you can build in a 50% gem sale, that may be the best deck value wise, but that may not be the best deck for you. So that said, here I would like to note out Thunder Dragons. Now you can build Thunder Dragons. I will post probably a couple of lists that you can build. Then you can build Magician Girls if you enjoy them. Magician Girls not the best deck, but can be a fun cog deck. Element Sabers, I guess, Invoked if you enjoy it. And keep in mind, here you have Necro Valley, a pretty good staple side deck card. I guess in Abyss Actors even main deck potentially. And then we have Gravekeepers in this box and Gadgets. Gadgets probably not the best deck. They do have the new support now with the skill, Gandora skill. So the good thing is the box will come out sooner than the sale ends. So if you should probably keep an eye, that's what I'm doing. Keep an eye on Gravekeepers, how they will do. And then if they're actually top tier with the new support of the commandment, you can go into this box and get yourself a top tier deck potentially. I don't think Gravekeepers are gonna be top tier, but hey, we can hope. We can we can hope. But anyways, that's it. Samurai Destroyer stands out here. Nothing too crazy about it besides that. So yeah. In Spirit of the Beast box, we have your Senjus, we have Ritual Beasts, and we have the Magnetic Field for magnets. And we actually have Super Team, which is quite nice for magnets. Also we have the Crystron card. So what and also this one, yeah. So here, this is an amazing box, I would say, because first of all, you get basically the complete deck, without the tech cards, but you don't really need the tech cards if you're not gonna optimize the deck. You're gonna optimize the deck. I will also tell you, I will also show you a list you can play pretty cheap. But anyways, you have Ritual Beasts here, you have your Senjus, the decks that you can pretty much build straight up. For Ritual Beasts, the whole core of the deck is here, the whole engine. But for your Senju, I think in the Master of Shadow, yeah, you're gonna have to go for if you want to build the optimal basically deck, if you want to build a deck in general, because you're not really gonna have that an amazing of a deck without Kama 1. So yeah, that's still a thing to consider if you enjoy your Senjus, if you enjoy their playstyle. Pretty decent deck, decently cheap now with the Spirit of the Beast box. So yeah, this is one of the best boxes that you can go into. Now, that said, Yosenjus and Ritual Beasts aren't the most favorable decks. Not many people enjoy them. Ritual Beasts can be, you know, not the favorite playstyle for most people, you know. Yosenjus as well can be control type. So yeah, that said, I would definitely recommend you watch a couple of Yosenju videos, you watch a couple of Ritual Beast videos, so you see the playstyle, so you know exactly what you're getting, you know. The thing is, when you're building a deck, that's at least what I try. I first of all learned the whole deck, you know, just by watching it, just by playing against it. I learned what the deck is. I learned what the deck is to its core, and then I can, you know, it's not even a question for me, should I build this deck or not. I'm gonna build this deck, you know. It's just a matter of time until I get the gems and stuff, you know, until I save up if needed. So I think this is a great mindset you should develop, as if you're a free-to-play player, of course. If you're not, then whale in and have fun. But the free-to-play struggle is, of course, yeah, you're gonna have to develop this mindset where you know exactly which deck, you know, the deck chooses you. There shouldn't be questioning, should I build this deck or not, I would say. But maybe that's just me. I'm trying to be as good as possible with explaining and with helping you to choose which deck to build, you know. But yeah, it's kind of hard in these shorter videos. So if you want more advice, join us in the Discord, where we talk about budget, free-to-play options, and all that good stuff. So yeah, definitely join us there. Here we have Dark Lords in the box of Valhalla Calling. Valhalla? I don't know what's it pronounced. We have also Ultra Athletes. Besides that, nothing very thing that stands out. Scrap Dragon, decent staple. Synchro, I guess we could say. We also have Forbidden Lands, which is an amazing card. And yeah, besides that, Dark Lords, which are still fairly decent. Again, not the favorite playstyle for most people. Also, I guess if you're trying to build heroes, you're gonna need the solid soldier. So yeah, besides that, also you have Fortune Lady Every if you're trying to build Lightsworns or something. So yeah, not the best box, but still a fairly decent box. As you can see, I went through the box. I wanted to play Dark Lords. I also wanted to get myself 3 of lands, and also it's pretty nice to pick out the hero cards and the Scrap Dragon. So yeah. Now, Guardians of Rock, basically probably the best box, because you get, first of all, navigation pretty nice, now that I think about it. Actually, it got reprinted, right, in the structure deck, but if you're free to play, maybe you can't really buy the structure deck, so getting the navigation here could be an option for you. Magnets and Triamids, actually, I forgot there are Triamids in this box as well. Our magnets are top tier. I would say a great deck. Of course, I'm biased because I'm a great magnet enthusiast. Also an anime deck. Very fun deck for me. Can be combo, can OTK, can control the board, can do everything. So yeah, I really like them. I still think they are pretty good in this meta. I still think they are underrated. I think the biggest issue is people don't really know how to play them optimally. Which of course, and it's much easier to play Phantom Knights and other decks like Harpies and stuff than to play Magnets, I would say, in my humble opinion, of course. So for that reason, I would say Magnets can struggle in this meta, but if you know how to play them, if you enjoy the deck, if you want the deck really, you can. This is an amazing box to go into. Now, of course, Block Dragon has its own deck if you want to build it. You can go for it. Not the best deck to build. Triamids are a pretty nice control deck for the ladder. Not really competitive, but another deck to keep an eye on, and can be a pretty nice deck to pick up when you're building magnets. So yeah, Power of Bravery is actually a card, actually a deck, not a card or a deck, a box that I may recommend. Why? Because Buster Blader is top tier, and I don't think Buster Whelp got reprinted besides in the selection box, and that's basically gambling, and you can get it pretty cheap here, so I would definitely recommend this box if you want to play Buster Blader. Actually, I may even get into this box myself. As you can see, I'm saving some gems that I may actually, you know, go into the Buster Blader box, as the new box doesn't seem that good, but probably. And Buster Blader is actually a pretty fun deck for me, so I might go into it. Valiant Souls is actually a box I would potentially recommend, actually, because you get yourself heroes, first of all, if you enjoy heroes. Then you get yourself Double Cyclone, which is a pretty nice card. Currently, I'm not sure if it's top tier. Do actually Abyss actors play it? I'm not sure. Besides that, you get yourself a Canadia, which is one of the best staples you have in the game. Disruption staples, you know. Then you have Needle Sealing, which is currently not top tier, but can be pretty good in the future. And then you have Dark World Dealings, which is a decent card in some decks. So yeah, from the box where you get your staples, this is the box that I would probably recommend. Now, Visions of Ice is actually not the worst box, because first of all you get yourself Treacherous, which is amazing in some decks. I don't think it's that good anymore, because usually Floodgate is even better than Treacherous. But still, you know, an amazing card. Of course, the issue is always gonna be the KC Cup is around the corner. They can always ban the card. At this point, if they haven't banned it already, I don't think they will, because most decks kind of switched off from Treacherous. Like maybe Phantom Knights play one copy, but besides that, not many top tier decks. Harpies can't play it. Magnets can't play it really. Besides that, you know, it's a card you may want to get, so it can be a nice box. Spellbooks are actually pretty nice now that they got unnerfed, so it may be a deck to pick up if you enjoy them. So yeah, actually a decent box if you value it, you know, if you value the cards in the box. Galactic OrIgin is one of the boxes that I may consider recommending, because first of all you get a nice hand trap and Trifortress ups. Not really top tier now. Actually, is it pretty nice in Hazy Flames maybe? So that's something to consider. Cosmic Cyclone, you know, an amazing card. Into the Void, potentially an amazing card depending if you're playing a deck that would use it. Besides that, if you enjoy Gladiator Beasts, I guess it can be a nice fun little cog deck. Besides that, nothing too good. So yeah, not the worst box, but also not the best. You have to see that for yourself. Okay, so Blades of Spirits is actually a box I would recommend if you're going for Magnet, because you get your powerful rebirths. But the thing is, powerful rebirth is in like 6 million different ways you can get it. So yeah, you can choose for yourself. The thing is, I think the box has 80 packs, so you have amazing chances of pulling a rebirth very fast. Also, you get a Parallel Twister, which is an amazing card to have. So yeah, I would say this is a fairly decent box to get, especially, like I said, if you're building magnets. Okay, Generation next. Well, here first of all we have King of the Swamp, which is not a bad card, not currently top tier. So yeah, besides that we have Diffusion, which was a decent card. I never really played it because I don't have it. Do I have it? No, I don't have it. Also, it got reprinted. I wouldn't really recommend going in for it. Floodgate, though, is an amazing card, one of the best cards in the game currently. But the thing is, I'm not sure if the box is really worth going in for just Floodgate. You know, there's not any good archetypes that you would get here that would, you know, that would reach King of Games for you, besides maybe ninjas. Maybe you would have to go into this box for ninjas. So I would recommend getting the Floodgate with dream tickets, but if you don't have enough dream tickets and if you have all the other staples like Canadia and all that stuff and you specifically want Floodgate, you can go into this box and you will get your worth, you know. I'm just not sure if it's worth it to going in a 200 pack box. Is it 200 or 180? I'm not sure even. I assume it's 200 pack box to get your Floodgates, because I do think you need 3, and yeah, I would just recommend getting them with your dream ticket. Okay, Servants of Kings. Let's see. First of all, Painful Decision is currently a very underrated card. Chalice is an amazing... not so anymore actually, because now we all have Book of Moon, we have Floodgates, we can all play all other back row, much slower back row. So, but Chalice is still a nice card to have. A Painful Decision may get pretty insane in the future, especially now that we're getting Pendulum support. So yeah, keep an eye on it. Also, Wall of D is an amazing side deck card, I would say. If you check out my side decks in every tournament, basically I play, be that in, you know, community tournaments or in the leagues, I always basically have a couple of Wall of D's in my side deck. In basically all the decks that I play, I always try to side deck a couple of Wall of D's, because it can be pretty nice against a lot of matchups, like Abyss Actors, I would say, potentially, or Melodious, or Water Exceed. You know, a lot of matchups that can very much struggle against Wall of D. So yeah. Crimson Kingdom, let's see. Well, the thing is, you get Gazuki, which is a pretty nice card in zombie decks. Besides that, I guess you get some of your vampires here, not the best thing to do, to go for. Red Eyes, I'm not sure if Wyvern got reprinted anywhere. But then again, Buster Blader, top tier deck, so maybe you should go in for the Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. If you want to build a top tier Buster Blader deck, you also pick your Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordmaster. So yeah, potentially would potentially would recommend this box if you enjoy a top tier deck like Buster Blader. I would say this is something to very much consider. Besides Magnets, Buster Blader is the only deck that is kinda on sale, you know, so definitely keep that in mind. The Ultimate Rising is actually not the worst box to go in for, because first of all you get a nice card in Sonic Bird is nice for Ritual Beast, Ritual decks, not Ritual Beasts. Then you get Sphere Kuribo, which is not the best card anymore, but was fairly decent before. It was actually even top tier. Not that good at all anymore. You also get... let's not talk about this. You get Fusion Gate, which is decent in Cyber Dragons maybe. Not top tier anymore. And of course you get Axe Raider, which is, you know, the best card in the game basically. So I would definitely pick up this box just for Axe Raider. Yeah, besides that, still a nice box to go in for. So yeah, this is the... oh man, I'm so tired. I was talking for 40 minutes like non-stop right now. So let me try to gather my thoughts here. Well, now I said every single... I explained about every single box. Maybe I will edit this down because I see it's 40 minutes. Maybe I will just delete every irrelevant box. So I keep all the, you know, the valuable materials. But yeah, that's what I think about the boxes. That's what I think what you should get. Of course, like I said, it mostly depends on which decks you like. If you really enjoy Six Samurais, go for it. If you really enjoy, I don't know, ninjas, go for it. If you really enjoy whatever deck you see, vampires, you know, go for it. But purely value-wise, I think I went well through the boxes and I explained which cards you want to get.